This is Coffee with God, and let us begin this day with the Word of God.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 12, verses 1 to 7. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. By this time, the crowd, unwieldy and stepping on each other's toes, numbered into the thousands. But Jesus' primary concern was his disciples. He said to them, "Watch yourselves carefully so you don't get contaminated with the Pharisee yeast, Pharisee phoniness. You can't accept your true self hidden forever. Before long, you'll be exposed. You can't hide from behind a religion mask forever. Sooner or later, the mask will slip and your true face will be known. You can't whisper one thing in private and preach the opposite in public. The day's coming when those whispers will be repeated all over town. I'm speaking to you as dear friends. Don't be bluffed into silence or insincerity by threats of religious bullies. True, they can kill you, but then what can they do? There's nothing they can do to your soul, your core being. Save your fear for God, who holds your entire life, body and soul in His hands. What's the price of 2 or 3 pet canaries? Some loose change, right? But God never overlooks a single one, and He pays even greater attention to you down to the last detail, even numbering the hairs on your head. So, don't be intimidated by all this bully talk. You're worth more than 1,000,000 canaries. The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a reflection on this passage by a Claretian missionary, Brother Desiderio Cheng. I will never forget that time in the 1980s when I lived in a hermitage in a squatter area, solely dependent on the providence of God. I never begged for anything, but people came and brought me food. Sometimes they brought only cheese, so I had only cheese with no bread. At other times, the bread came, but there was no more cheese. If no one brought any food, then I fasted and prayed. I had a weekly radio program in a Catholic station at that time, and I needed money to go to the radio station. I also made it a point not to ask anyone for anything, much more for money. But as long as I hosted that radio program, every week, on the day before the said program, someone always gave me the exact amount I needed to pay for the bus fare to the radio station. Yes, only the exact amount from different persons every week. God does provide for those who trust in Him.